What's going on, guys? We're here at the showroom and we've got the one and only Big Sal. Came all the way from San Diego, California, and he landed in the desert, guys. For you guys that do not know, this is actually my dad, and he's helping me fix the garage area in our showroom. And we're going to be putting up some exterior materials for some of our landscaping contractors, general contractors. And here, we're going to have our exterior stones and all that good stuff. We're going to paint this and just make it presentable for our clients. And so this is another part of the showroom that we're going to be announcing very, very soon here in the showroom. Yeah, let's go and check on the guys right now. We're going to go foothills. We're going to go to town and go check on our finished project. We actually were recording a couple weeks ago where we started the preparation. We glided into the tile installation. That one's all wrapped up. So we're going to go check that one out and then we'll check on the guys. I'm just really going heavy on this marketing thing lately. I'm putting things up on billboards. I've been like waiting to see because I forgot. I think I did like 7 billboards and I forgot what locations of Yuma, and then I'll just sit there and wait for it. But it's pretty exciting. Obviously we want to make sure we're just marketing. We just keep throwing our brand in people's faces, honestly. And honestly, like, what tile company does that, bro? I'm trying to take this to a whole nother level, and I think this is obviously, I know it separates us from the pack. That's how like much compassion we have for this tile game. Is like, we're willing to spend our profits, our earnings, to reinvest back into our company so we can continue marketing and keep on growing. You know, I can't just depend on word of mouth. One word of mouth leads to 0 sales, and that can be bad for a business. You know, marketing to sales is the fuel to the fire, and if I don't have that, then I'm out of business, buddy. All I see on social media is the end. The guys holding up the Super Bowl trophy. It's like, not all of us are there yet. How did you get to that point? What's the process? What systems? How did you implement it? That's what I want to showcase to the world. That's literally what I'm doing, bro. I'm just documenting in real time and documenting this journey so other people can learn from it. And not only that, my children can learn from it. And when they're going through their process, they understand, okay, that's normal. That's part of my journey. I have to go through that process, the ups and downs, before I'm able to sit there and take a vacation and buy these fancy things and get this huge house and do all these things that most people want to do to be better off. But there's a process, and no one can skip that process. The process really builds you. It forms you to who you are. If you really want to be on this journey, this entrepreneur journey, this being a businessman and taking on this avenue, you've got to go through the ups and downs. You've got to go through the process. There's no in between. There's no 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You're either in or you're not. By the way, we're not drinking alcohol, guys, here. I've been getting messages. People think I'm drinking like a Mickey's or something. This is actually mountain water, guys. So let's not start throwing shade on the tile guy here. So we're checking on the project that the guys were at. This is the Brown project, and this project we actually walked a couple weeks ago. We started off with gutting everything out. It was just completely incorrectly done. We're gonna glide into it today. The guys finished up I think last week. First it was demolition, we glided into preparation, and then now we're just gonna walk it just to see what the final outcome is, just to show you guys that we completed that project and kind of give you guys a visual on what that looks like as a finished product. That's one of the things we'd like to be a little more heavy on, is just pushing the end of it too. We like to show the process of it because we're able to educate our clients and also other contractors as well, and kind of learn from each other. But the process is very important. I think a lot of homeowners don't understand what the process really entails and what it looks like, and so documenting it has been big for us, just to showcase it. Because let's say they don't hire us, you know, there's a million other people out there they can hire, but at least it gives them some sort of conviction on, I guess, how the shower was done, how it was waterproof, so on and so forth, so they're able to kind of like cross their T's and validate it. I mean, I would hope that they hire somebody that's trustworthy and going to get the job done right. But if for whatever reason they come across our YouTube channel or our Instagram and they see some of our walkthroughs that we do and we showcase the preparation and why we did the preparation the way we did, at least they'll have a better understanding from a source, a credible source that's really out here on the field and really displaying what type of work we can do. So we're gonna go in there right now and just kind of take a look at it. Here we are. If you guys remember the first time around, the guys were actually dry packing this floor because the wood subfloor was just completely out of whack. And I know some people were like, it doesn't have to be leveled. You're right, it has to be flat at least. We make sure that everything is nice and flat. We dry packed it initially. So we're dealing with the wood subfloor. The wood subfloor was just every which area was just bad, completely off. So what we did, we put our aqua bar, we put our lath, and then we dry packed, made sure everything was nice and flat. There were spots where we had to float up like 2 inches, 2.5 inches across the board, but you could tell the floor is super nice and flat. It's super solid, it's not going nowhere. So we have a solid foundation. That was the first step. Then the second step was to get this tile installed nice and flat. And as you can tell, this 8x8 porcelain hexagon, we ran it all the way throughout here, into the closet area, into the toilet room here, and into the shower. Same thing here. We're gonna put a tub here, freestanding tub. As I mentioned, you'll have the nice, beautiful chandeliers here. You'll have the water spout here. You'll have your control valve on this side. And then on this side, it's pretty much a curbless shower, at least on the entry aspect of it here. So pretty much from this point, it drops all the way down to ensure that the water flows to that linear drain. These are very, very popular here, which I really dig. It just looks super nice, especially when you're dealing with a bigger than average shower. Your standard shower is probably about a 3x5 for the most part. This is obviously a master shower, so it's a lot bigger. The client wanted to expand it, having 2 shower heads, 2 valves, and then we tucked in our shampoo niche here, which is pretty cool. These come in handy because they don't take away a lot of additional space. You're not seeing a bunch of shampoo bottles on the floor, or for example, up here, you're gonna be able to like tuck in your shampoo bottles here. So it's recessed into the wall, so it doesn't take away any space. We're actually utilizing the dead space in between the wall. And so these are some cool things that we do for our shampoo niche. We typically like to go solid tops on our shampoo niches and on top of our curbs. So this is a quartz piece with some kind of gray veins in here, which looks pretty cool. It's just a solid top. In our opinion, we like solid tops because it's just a much cleaner look. You're not dealing with a bunch of grout joints, grout lines, anything like that. It's just solid, easy to clean off, and you're good to go. The next phase is to get the glass in here. Glass is gonna run all the way here. It's gonna stop here. So you'll have a solid glass here. And then on this side, you're gonna get a vanity and probably some mirrors. We'll have a dual shower heads here. So this is gonna be a rainfall shower head on this side. And then this is gonna be the handheld one. So you'll have 2 different knobs, one for the top and another one for this side. So depending on how you wanna utilize it, you'll be able to utilize it. So I'll give you kind of a quick visual of what these huge shower heads are gonna look like, just to get a better understanding of the shower. Because this is really all the fine details. I call these like the bells and the whistles. And this really makes a world of a difference depending on the color that you want to go with. We did a matte black on this one, but you know, there's a variety of different trims that you can use. This is what we call a rainfall shower head. So it's going to go somewhat like this on both sides. So we'll have dual, so 2 of them. Boom. And then you'll have a handheld one this side and this side. We capped everything off with the black Schluter trim to match our finish. Those are some key details, guys, when doing these shower remodels, but we're super excited about this one. The client's super stoked. He's excited. He's happy. We're all wrapped up with this one. We already turned it in. We did a QC walkthrough with him and he confirmed. He was super happy, and now we'll just wait on that 5-star review and we'll go from there. So the thing about the tile game is like the preparation is, again, most important, right? Very adamant about that. But then also like going over your dry layout and seeing where your cuts are gonna go and how appealing those cuts are gonna look. That's the most critical part that you have to look at when you're doing tile, bro, is those like fine little details of how we're gonna integrate those cuts and making sure that we do a dry layout first, because if we start installing, we're gonna run into a hiccup with a nasty cut somewhere because we didn't cross our T's, right? We didn't double check, we didn't take our time to do our dry layout. So all that plays a huge, huge role when we're doing this. Like for example, here there was a specific reason we did this cut here to get to this exact height, because we wanted to run that full tile all across our wainscot so it looks visually appealing like a full piece. If we didn't do that, we did that on purpose, so we get a full piece on top of that wainscot all the way through. Otherwise, if we wouldn't have been double checking that, there could have been a situation where we could have got like a little 2-inch sliver on the top, and you tell me, would that look good, right? And it's all about the details, bro, and having that eye. I think that's the biggest thing is as a tile dudes is having that eye for the detail and how does it look. Be like, nah, that looks funky there. It's not about doing it the fastest way either, bro. It's about what looks the best, and typically what looks the best takes longer and it's harder to do. And so a lot of people try to shy away from that, but it's like, no, bro, like your name is on this shower. Your brand is on this shower. Like, would you want this shower in your home? Like, I'm super big on that. I like stuff to look super good, bro. Yeah, those are like some things that we have to obviously discuss with our clients because they won't know. They give us the trust. So it comes down to like us walking them through the process and saying, let's do this versus this because of that. It's just a walking through the process, and a lot of people don't want to take the time to do that. It's like, it's holding us up. We got to get moving. We got to get moving. Those are the dudes that are chasing the cash. I'm not chasing the cash, bro. Doing quality first, everything else will come to play.